and welcome to a new one-off show, Random Fairy Tales, with me, Random Ross, where I tell you my own version of a classic tale. I was always fascinated with the tales of the Brothers Grimm, so I'm going to read you about 4 of my favourite Grimm tales, or 3. Let's say 3 today. 3. Yeah, no, what the hell? I'll tell you 4. Through my eyes and how I see them, the truth. So anyway, this first story I want to tell is called Jack and the Beanstalk. Let's get started, shall we, in my book of randomness. Once there was an idle sod named Jack, who was so lazy he did absolutely bugger all to help his mother. So his mother then said, "Jack, because you're just so lazy and you won't bother buying out for me or getting a job, you're going to have to sell the cow." "Alright, Mum, fine, God." "Oh, and don't go buying any magic beans or trading the cow in for it." "What? I never even heard of these magic beans till now. If I end up buying them, you're the one who caused it, not me." So Jack went off to sell the cow, and when he did, he stumbled across a stranger. He went, "Why, hello there. Who are you?" The stranger introduced himself, saying, "My name is Rumpelstiltskin. And what are you doing here?" "Oh, I've got to take this cow to the bloody market and sell it." "Moo." "Oh, what's her name?" "Mrs. Moo Moo." "Oh, well, I can give you that cow for a small price," said Rumpelstiltskin. "Okay, what's the price then?" "Why, these magic beans." "Oh yeah, my mum said she wanted some of these. I can't be asked to go to the market anyway, so here, you can have cow." "Very well, and here are the magic beans. Come on, Mrs. Moo Moo, let's go and make some milk." Moo. So anyway, Jack came home, and to his mother's fury, she said, "No, Jack, I told you not to get those magic beans. God, you're so thick. Anyway, I'm going to chuck these out the window, and you're grounded." "Oh my God, you're so unfair," said Jack. So his mother threw the beans out of the window, little of her knowing that they went into the soil, and overnight a beanstalk grew. So then when the beanstalk grew, Jack went, "I'm not going up there. You can climb to that bloody top. It's the least you can do. You're the one who caused this. No, you're the one who caused it by getting the bloody magic beans." Anyway, Jack climbed to the top of the beanstalk after a big argument with his mum. And then after that, he was like up there, and he went, "Wow, a bloody big castle." He snuck into the castle, where he saw a big fat giant sleeping. And there, the giant's going, "Oh, Jack then stumbled into a treasure room, where he found a goose. "Hey, goose, are you having a shit?" The goose went, "No, I'm not having a shit. I'm trying to lay this golden egg for the bloody bastard master." "Master?" "Yeah, the bleeding giant." "Yeah, the bleeding giant. Who are you?" "I'm the magic harp," said the talking harp. "How am I come across a goose and a harp?" "Listen, if you get us out of here, we'll lay you loads of golden eggs." "Well, I will. I don't know what the harp will do." "Oh, I'll just play music and stuff." "We can bet you're rich." "Ah, well, it's better than coming home with note. My mum, she's a right cow, her, and we sold the cow last week." "Last week? Or yesterday? I can't remember. I don't keep track of what I do." So Jack took the harp and the goose and was on his way, till the giant woke up because Jack set off the burglar alarm, and the giant was like, "Fee, fi, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." Oh, God. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bloody bastard bones to make my bread. Jack then made a run for it with the goose and the harp. And then the giant was like, "Here, give me back my golden goose and harp." "No, sod off, you fat shit," said Jack. Jack then slid down the beanstalk while the giant quickly followed. Then Jack went, "Quick, Mum, give me axe. What have you got a goose and a harp for?" "Oh, I'm a golden goose, I can lay golden eggs, and I'm a magic harp, I can talk." Jack then got the axe and cut down the beanstalk. Of course, that didn't work, so then he got a big massive chainsaw and then cut that down. When the beanstalk was getting weaker, the giant fell on his arse, and then the giant was like, "Ah, my back." And then the beanstalk had then finally fell over and landed on the giant, crushing him. The giant then got up and went, "Now I'm really pissed off. I'm going to get home now." "Ah, well, I think I need to go on a diet anyway from eating humans. How the hell do I get back home to my castle now?" So anyway, Jack and his mother then got the goose to lay golden eggs, and they built their house into a big freaking mansion, and they partied every night because they were rich snobs, and they all lived happily ever after. And also, we saw Rumpelstiltskin with Mrs. Moo Moo, because with the cow, Rumpelstiltskin started his own milking dairy thing, selling his own milk, Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskimmed, skim milk. Come and get it now. And also, the giant, he managed to get airlifted back home to his castle, and everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Ah yes, of course. Jack and the Beanstalk. The next story I want to tell you is about three brothers who wanted to live separate but ended up living together. This is a story of the three little pigs. Let's begin. So there was this mother pig who was like telling her three piggy sons, "Okay, you've got, to get out of this house because you're bloody lazy and you need to learn the laws and rules of independence. You idle little sods." "Now fine, Mum, then we'll go out and we'll move. But I'm not going to try that hard to get it." So they did that, and off they went to build their own homes or get a new home. Well, they couldn't be asked to get a mortgage except for the third one, who was the smartest of the bunch. He decided to get a mortgage. So anyway, the first pig came across a man with straw and said, "Hey, do you think I could make a house out of that straw?" The man with straw said, "Yeah, I'm getting rid of it anyway. I was going to burn it, but if you want it, you can have it." Great. So he built a house made of straw. Next, the other pig found a guy with sticks and branches and said, "Oh, what are you going to do with all the wood?" "I'm going to burn it." "Well, if you don't want to burn it, I could always take it. I want to build a house." "Oh, fine, then have it." As for the third pig, he went to an estate agent and bought a house that was made of proper bricks. And he was like, "I'll take it." So anyway, the three little pigs then lived in separate houses, until a big bad wolf stumbled across the houses, and he knocked on the door and he went, little pig, I come to nick your DVD." The little pig said, "I don't have DVDs, it's all Blu-rays." "Well, you better let me in, 'cause I'm bloody hungry and I fancy some pork chops. So let me in." And the little piggy went, "No, I won't let you in, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin." "All right then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your bloody house down." So the big bad wolf took a deep breath in and blew the house down. And then the little pig ran all the way to his brother's house as fast as his little piggy legs could catch him. When he got there, he was absolutely knackered and out of breath, but managed to get there before the wolf did. He said to his brother, the second pig, "Oh, God, thank God I found you. Listen, I need your help." "Oh, why? What's the matter?" "It's a big bad wolf. He blew my bloody house down." "Oi, little pigs, let me in or I'll bleeding set house on fire because it's made of stick." "No, sod off, Mr. Wolf." "Fine, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Do you have any Blu-rays?" "No, I have DVDs." "Fine." So the wolf took in a deep breath and blew the house down. Then they ran to the little pig with the house of bricks. And then he said, "You two are such idle sods. I mean, when Mum kicked us out and said we can get our own houses, I actually manned up and took some responsibility in my life and independence. What have you lot done? You've been so lazy you can't be asked to get a mortgage, and also you built bloody houses out of crap. No wonder the big bad wolf is after you lot." "Little pigs, are you going to let me in? I've got the complete box set of Game of Thrones here." "We've already seen Game of Thrones." "Oh, then I've got the complete box set of whatever the biggest TV show is at the moment." "No, get lost." "Look, be good piggies now and open the door, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow this house down and all." So the wolf took in a deep breath and no happened because it was made of bricks, because the third piggy had some common sense. So anyway, he said, "Fine, I'm going to get thee anyway." So then the three little pigs then noticed that he was using an axe to get into the house. So that's when they called Mother Pig, and she went up to the big bad wolf and said, "Stop trying to eat my sons." "Oh yeah? Says who?" "Says me." "Oh yeah?" Then the big bad wolf got her dress, got a lawnmower and cut up her dress. She then called the big daddy pig, and he was right pissed off. He had big muscles and big tusks, and then the big bad wolf's like, "Okay, I think we got off on the wrong foot here." Then next thing, the big daddy pig beat the shit out of Mr. Wolf, and next thing, he was in hospital, and the mother wolf was like, "That'll teach you to stop trying to eat those three little pigs." "Yes, Mum, I learnt me lesson." I was in the mood for pork chops. "Well, you don't eat pork chops that are alive." "I'm so sorry about this, Mrs. Pig." "Oh no, nothing of it. What do you say now to the three little pigs?" "I'm sorry I tried to eat you." "Oh, that's alright, Mr. Wolf. Maybe we should all go out for a drink sometime. I think we all got off on the wrong foot, don't you?" "Yeah, well, we all got to start somewhere, haven't we?" "Yeah. Well, come on, guys. You can come and stay with me till you two get your heads sorted out." "Oh, great. Thanks, bro. Yeah, we just want to stay for about a week, 2 weeks, a month tops." "Oh, yeah, of course." Which is going to turn into bloody years. I've seen 2.5 Men. "Oh, aye?" "Yeah. Anyway, the three little pigs then went home and binge-watched on loads of Netflix shows, and then the big bad wolf, he then got out of hospital and also got Netflix, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. So there was that story, the three little pigs. Now I want to tell you the story of a nosy cow named Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Let's begin. Once there were some 3 bears, Papa Bear, Mama Bear and Baby Bear. They were all sat having their porridge until Baby Bear went, "This porridge is too hot." And Daddy Bear replied, "Oh, sod it, let's go to McDonald's." Then the Baby Bear was like, "Yay, McDonald's!" So then off they go to McDonald's, where Papa Bear had a big, McDonald's. He had the super size. Mother Bear had a salad, and Baby Bear had the kids' meal, and specifically asked that he gets the Scrappy-Doo toy of him playing tennis. Then, next thing you know, But Papa Bear's like, Joe, I can't help but think I've forgotten something. Yeah, he forgot to lock the door. And there's some nosy blonde girl named Goldilocks opened the door and went inside. Said, oh, this is a lovely house. Oh, porridge. She tried the first bowl and it was still red hot. She tried the middle bowl, but it was too cold. She tried the small one and it was just right. After that she was like, oh, fancy a bit of a sit down now. So she sat in the big chair and that was too hard. She put on the big TV and it was too loud. So then she moved to the second chair, which was too soft. She put on the second channel, the second TV, but it was too quiet. Then she sat on the baby bear's chair and then put on the telly and it was all just right. After that, Goldilocks needed to go to the toilet. Oh, gosh, I need to go to the loo. I've been yo-yoing a turd since I got here. So then Goldilocks tried the big toilet, but it was too big. She tried this, and also it was a bit dirty. She then tried the second toilet, but it was too clean, and also, she just didn't want to ruin the lovely clean-up that she saw in the toilet. She tried the small toilet, and it was just right. Of course, she blocked the toilet up, so then she just then went to sit back down. As she did, the chair busted. Not only that, but the small TV had buggered in. After that, she went, oh God, I can't be asked to fix that now. I'll just go to bed. So she went to upstairs. She tried the big bed, but it was too hard. She tried the middle bed, but it was too soft, and then she got onto the small bed, and it was just right. Next thing, the bears came home, and then they were like, oi, someone's been eating my porridge. There's a blonde hair in it. Someone's been eating my porridge, said Mother Bear. And I went, how do you know? Because I didn't leave the spoon in. Someone's been eating my porridge and it's gone. Oh, sod it, we've been to McDonald's. Let's just go and sit down and watch a bit of telly. Then, next thing, Papa Bear's like, someone's been sitting in my chair and watching my telly. They've turned sound off. Someone's been sitting in my chair and watching my telly. The TV is up, the sound is on. Someone's been sitting in my chair and they've busted it. And they've been watching my telly and they've broken it. Oh God, I need a piss, said Papa Bear. Mother Bear said, I do too, I do. So then, Papa Bear's like, who's been sitting on my toilet? It's like got the toilet seat down. Who's been sitting on my toilet? No one has. I know. The toilet seat is open. Someone's been sitting in my toilet and done a massive shit in it. Oh, I'm going back to bed. So they went back to bed and Papa Bear went, someone's been sleeping in my bed. The covers are all messed up. Someone's been sleeping in my bed because it's all, all dinted and that when it was all nice and straight. Hey, someone's been sleeping in my bed and left a blonde girl in it. I think she's the one that's been causing it. So then the bears woke her up and then, just like that, she screamed and shit herself and ran right out the house. The bears then wouldn't let it go, so then they went to her house and, well, they decided to break the TV, rip up the sofa, pour away all the porridge, and also block up the toilet, and to top it off, make a mess in her bed. Baby Bear even did a shit in the bed and then asked where's the loo roll. Anyway, then after that, when Goldilocks came back, the bears went, hey, guess what we've done to your house? My house? That's not my house. What? No, it's a wolf. It's their house. Oh shit. They then saw Mr. Wolf walking back from the market with his mother. Oh my God, who's messed up my house? I don't know, ma'am. Who's done a shit in B-Day? Said the big bad wolf in the back room. It's like some bastard pigs have done it. I tell you what, it's better to them 3 little pigs. I'm going to bloody give them a good hiding. I've heard that they've built new houses. So that's where Mr. Wolf went. And looking back on the last story I told you, that's why he went off to get the little pigs, not only because he was hungry. Anyway, they all had a good laugh about it, Goldilocks and the three bears, and then they went to see Goldilocks' house, and it was a shit tip. So then the bears, to just piss Goldilocks off, they interfered and cleaned and tidied her house. And when she got home, she was mortified that someone cleaned up her house and also cleared it out with the help of Kim and Aggie. Yes, Goldilocks was a hoarder. Anyway, the bears eventually got their own back, and Goldilocks had a clean house, and Mr. Wolf went to go off and see their three little piggies. And anyway, we all know how the story ends with Mr. Wolf. Anyhow, that's what happened. The three bears got their own back on Goldilocks, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. And now for the final story of our random fairy tales. This one is a personal favourite of mine and a childhood favourite. This is Little Red Riding Hood. The conclusion to the Mr. Wolf trilogy, if you will. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, so once upon a time there was this girl named Red Riding Hood, but everyone called her Red. Her mother was packing a basket up full of treats, saying, "Okay, your grandma's not well." And Goldilocks said, "You know, I gotta go through the woods. You're basically sending me out there to die." "Okay, off you go." So then off Goldilocks skipped into the woods with a picnic basket full of goodies to make Granny feel better, which in real life, if you're ill, eating is the last thing on your mind. Anyway, she then came across a guy called the Big Bad Wolf. He went, "Hiya there. So what you got here?" "Oh, I'm just going to my grandma's because she's not well." "Oh, right. Are you picking up flowers?" "Yeah, might as well now that I'm in this bloody field with flowers." So she picked flowers. While she was doing that, the Big Bad Wolf got a head start. As Little Red Riding Hood walked on, she thought, "Oh, I better go for a poo now because it's either now or 3 days from now." So anyway, the wolf got to the granny's house and knocked on the door. The granny went, "Who is it? I'm sick. I've got the bloody shits." The Big Bad Wolf said, "It's me, Red Riding Hood." "Oh, come on in then, love, even though you sound like a bloody hairy wolf." I'm not. I'm not." So anyway, the granny went, "Ah, shit, it's a bloody wolf." "Humph," went the Big Bad Wolf. So anyway, Red Riding Hood eventually got to the granny's house after 3 days of bloody hiking. The wolf also did the same thing, but he ran faster. Anyway, Red Riding Hood then went into Granny's house going, "Granny, it's me, Red." Ew, God, Grandma, well, you really are bloody ill, aren't you? So what big ears you have. Anyway, she then got her and started, "Come on, Granny, let's get you to the toilet." "But I don't need toilet." "Come on, you need to get out and have a wee, have a poo, whatever. Go on, go to the toilet for a shit." Anyway, the wolf endured hours and hours of pampering and being force-fed treats that he didn't even want, until Red Riding Hood went, "Ooh, ice cream, man." "I'm gonna go get an ice cream, Granny," said Red Riding Hood. So anyway, she went out and got an ice cream, while the Big Bad Wolf's like, "Jesus Christ, I can't fucking hold it any longer. I just want to eat this girl." Anyway, Red Riding Hood then came back with an ice cream and a lovely cornetto and gave it to Granny, well, the wolf. Anyhow, when Goldilocks was finally putting her to bed, she went, "Gosh, Grandma, I've just noticed you have a stinky dog breath." "Oh, what big ears you have." Why, it's all the better to hear you with, my dear. Oh, and what big eyes you have. It's all the better to hear you with. It's all the better to see you with, my dear. Oh, what a big nose you have. It's all the better to smell you with. Oh, what big teeth you have. It's all the better to bite you with and eat you with. Ah! Ah! Went Red Riding Hood, until a crazed maniac with a chainsaw came in and cut the wolf in half, and out popped Granny, what was left of her. Then Red Riding Hood was like, holy shit! Is that a big woodcutter? Bloody hell. Yep, he's a nutter. Well, I'd best be going home and tell Mum that Granny's dead. God, this wolf. Anyway, Goldilocks skipped off home. Then Rumpelstiltskin found the body of the wolf cut open. He said to the wolf, who was now a ghost, I can save you. I can make you live again, if I have your deal. Oh God, I know you Rumpelstiltskin. It's Stiltskin. Oh, fine. You can do a bleeding deal then, but I don't want to be ripped off. Fine, you won't be. I want to be alive again, yes. But when I do it, you have to do something for me. Oh, shit. So then Rumpelstiltskin sat with a drink of tea, having a drink of tea, and said to the big bad wolf, don't forget the bottom shelf. As the big bad wolf had a leather thong on and a feather duster, he was dusting and then went to bend over and do the bottom shelf. As for Red Riding Hood, she went home, broke the ice to her mother about Grandma, and then, after that, her mother grieved, but then they all sat down and watched the telly as it was time for the Antiques Roadshow, and they all lived and watched happily ever after. Well, kind of. The end. Well, people, that is the end of Random Fairy Tales. I hope you've enjoyed these stories as much as I have, as they are my favourite grim tales. Now, I want to know, down in the comments, do you want to see, me do a full series of this? If so, then, like I said, comment. And also, if I do, what stories would you want to hear from me? Anyway, this has been Random Fairy Tales, and I've been Random Ross. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, till next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye, and thank you, Brothers Grimm. We'll see you in court. What's that? The dead? Oh, and the rights? Oh, good. Don't worry, we don't need to go to court. See ya! Oh yes, don't forget to click down below to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you can follow me up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, so you can stay up to date with me and see what I get up to outside of the YouTube world. So yeah, be sure to do all that. Shh.